Hey everyone, Paul here. Let me know if anybody's out there and if you can see this. Oddly enough, this is my first time going live on YouTube. Been doing videos for quite some time, but thought I would give this a go. So I wanted to run across this. Let me know if you can see me, hear me, all that good stuff. It looks like it's lined up all right here. I'm on my phone. I'm not using a dedicated camera or anything like that. And now I'd like to find out how to get to the chat portion of this. Hey Anthony, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Appreciate you actually stopping in and saying howdy. Yeah, I just wanted to go live because I wanted to test this out and see what it looks like and think about the possibility of adding some live streams in here. So I figured something quick and easy that I could do for those of you who stop in is just maybe show a couple of guitars. Who doesn't like that? So, and if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks that Justin. The picture quality looks okay here. I'm on my phone. It's not my normal dedicated camera. So I'll grab a couple of guitars and show you some stuff I've got hanging up here. But what's the audio quality like? Because I normally am mic'd up here, but I'm not mic'd up. Usually the iPhone I think is pretty good. But like I said, this is my first time doing a live stream. So let me grab a couple of guitars and maybe that'll get you guys thinking about if you have any questions or anything like that. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know the audio sounds good. Have I tried to chroma key any of my Lambo green guitars? I think I did once. What was that for? I may have tried to do that with the band I was in. I was in a band called Infinite Eve. It was just myself and a singer, and we would hire studio players, and we hired the studio players either for some album work or just for all the live shows. We figured too many cooks in the kitchen can slow down a band's progress, so we just did. I would do the guitar and bass and program the drums and things like that, and then the singer would write all the melodies. And it did go a lot faster that way. It was kind of cool. I think we chroma keyed one of the guitars for a potential video, but we didn't use it. But let's look at green guitars. Why not? Here's one that you guys see a lot of. One of my favorites. I don't have an amp or anything plugged up. I just wanted to try this out. But this is a Suhr Modern in what's the name? Lime Freeze. It's called Lime Freeze. And I think the neck is called an Even C Slim. But man, this is probably the best neck on any guitar I've ever owned. It's unreal. Are there any Suhr owners out there right now? Really, really smooth, and it's thin, but it gives you just enough roundness that it's comfortable. Suhr pickups, I cannot remember the model numbers. As you guys probably know, I'm not a huge gearhead. Well, you may or may not know that. So I don't remember all the part numbers and things like that very easily, like a lot of guys. But they put these out for not very long, and I don't know why they don't make them anymore. I'm sure they would make them custom ordered. But I love these finishes. They put out Lime Freeze, and they had a yellow one. They had like a tangerine one. They were really, really cool. Ben Eller is my favorite Suhr player and content creator. Yeah, man. I know Ben. I had Ben to my academy. Let's see. I think he came and taught twice, at least once, but I think he came twice and taught with Andy Wood, and then maybe one time with Seth Rosenblum as well. Ben's awesome. I watch his stuff all the time, and he's got an awesome guitar collection too. I'm not sure how many Sirs he has, but it's quite a few. And I'm going to get to see Ben next month. He's going to be here. He and Andy and Seth are going to be playing in Raleigh and in Wilmington. So I'm going to see those guys. I think it's January 19th. Anyways, those guys, if you guys don't know Andy Wood, you don't know Ben Eller, Seth Rosenblum, check them out. Seth is a incredible blues player, and I got to know Seth when he was about 18 or 19. He was coming to my academy, and then he got to be so good that we invited him to teach, and then he started doing some shows with Andy Wood, and then I ended up doing some shows with Andy Wood and Seth, which was very cool. But yeah, anyway, those guys are on a mini tour next month. So I don't know. I know they're going to 2 dates or at least 2 dates, maybe 3 in North Carolina, but they may be doing some more in some adjacent states. So check that out if you don't know those guys. Really, really incredible. Let's grab another green guitar. So this is the Majesty in Lambeau Pearl, and that's the one that I probably, well, it's probably evenly split between this one and the Green Sir. I've used those two probably the most in my videos. And obviously, number one, because they play so well, but number two, they're obviously my color. I really love them. And isn't it nuts how they did the entire neck too? I wasn't sure I was going to like that because I thought it was going to be too sticky, but it's really not. I don't know how Ernie Ball makes it where it's not sticky on your hands, but it's not like a heavy laminate feel or anything like that. And I love this one too just because it's so stinking light. These guitars, I don't know what they weigh, but I think it's only like 6 pounds or something. Let's see. Let me see if I can read some more stuff here. You won a PRS custom? That's very cool. Very nice. I am in NC. I'm in Raleigh. I ran the Raleigh Music Academy for 18 years before we got shut down by COVID. We didn't actually get shut down by COVID, but we just couldn't keep it open because we lost so many people at that time, and not enough of them would transition to online. So it was way too difficult to keep the overhead going. So we had 18 great years. I don't regret any of it. It was awesome. What can I say about this guitar? Dreamcatcher Rainmaker DiMarzio's. What else on here? This was a special order that I put in with Ernie Ball that they made me, and this, in case you don't know, this is the actual color they're now using on the Kaizens. I would love to get my hands on a Kaizen and try it out just to see what it's like. But I wrote them, I said, hey, is that paint you're using on the Kaizens what you used on my Lambeau Pearl? And they said, yep, just renamed it. So they did do, the way I saw this color though, it was, they did a run of 10 guitars no Majesties, but they were all like, I think JP 16s and some others. I can't remember the Axe Palace, that's who it was. They did a run for Axe Palace, and it was 10 in Lambo Pearl, and that's where I saw this, and I was like, hey, will you make me a Majesty in Lambo Pearl? So that was very nice, very surprising, and the people at Music Man have been awesome to me over the years. I would like to try a Kaizen. Yeah, absolutely. And I have told Music Man if they have one they want me to review, let me know. So, but they don't always have lots of guitars available for reviewing. They're, you know, they're building as the orders come in, so they're pretty thin on guitars to just send out for reviews, I think. Let's look at something else cool. Can't go wrong with that one, huh? This is my baby. I bought this brand new. I wish I knew the year. I think it came out in '99, but I don't remember if I purchased it in '99 or in 2000. For those who don't know, this is the Ibanez JPM 90 HAM, which means it's the anniversary model of the John Petrucci series, the 90th anniversary model. And a lot of people say, why in the world, what's 90th anniversary of what? Seems like I might be having some connection issues there. In any case, hopefully you can hear this. One of the most beautiful guitars I've ever owned. And I have come this close to selling it to a couple people who have reached out to me, but I've never been able to pull the trigger. And I'm not I don't really collect guitars, even though it looks like I have several. I think I only have about 10 total, including my basses. So I'm not really a collector or anything. My bucket list guitar that I really want to get is the Suhr Modern in neon drip, if any of you have ever seen one of those. I don't like every single one because every single paint job is different, but those neon drip moderns that they put out, I don't know, what was it, about 10 years ago, I think it was. Maybe it could be about 12 even by now. Yeah, about 12 years ago. They were absolutely gorgeous. And some came with, they had some in rosewood fretboards and some in maple. And a lot of them had scallop fretboards, which was really interesting. I played one with a scallop fretboard. That wouldn't be a deal breaker either way for me. I'd like to have the Suhr Modern with or without the scallop fretboard. It doesn't really matter. This is an ebony fretboard and a maple cap, and then a basswood body on the back here. So all in all, it's just a really purty Ibanez RG, but I know it's got a lot of historical value to it. I'm sure some of you may have seen the video I did on these, because it's I know it's a little silly to ponder how much these would sell for, but it is kind of crazy that you'll find them on eBay and Reverb for over $10,000. I think realistically right now they're probably worth about 7 to 8. That's probably what you could get for it, maybe. Let me grab one more. Here we go. I wish I could remember the year I got this one. This is a JP7 from about 2003 or 2004. And the finish is called Autumn Red Rise. I've used it in some of my videos, but normally I use one of my green guitars, the Suhr or the Majesty. The Suhr sounds, you know, bluesier. You can get strattier tones out of that. The Majesty obviously sounds way more rock or metal oriented. This one I used for a lot of recording and a lot of shows. It's kind of funny that I've used this for a lot of shows, and I don't think it has but maybe one scratch on it, even though I've had it for 20 years. And I can't even remember where the scratch is. Oh, it's right here, right on the back. And that's it. I've been very fortunate with this one. You know, I think I owned, I'm not sure, but I think I owned the first production model Petrucci and Mystic Dream. I can't be 100% sure of that, but I went to NAMM and I talked to Ernie Ball, and they, and then I ended up getting a Majesty, not a Majesty, I'm sorry, the Ernie Ball JP6 in Mystic Dream, and we were on the Petrucci forum back then, and I remember getting that, and I remember not seeing anybody else with it yet, so I was pretty sure that I got one of the first ones that came out. And the sickening thing about it well, two sickening things. I don't have it anymore. I sold it, unfortunately. Sitting on a music stand in this building where we were teaching, and it had really plush carpet. And I remember just walking by on the plush carpet, and it was so plush, not really plush, it was just, had too thick of a pad underneath it or something, that the music stand tilted over and fell, and that guitar landed on top of a metal footstool. Put a nice gash right here. So stupid. Stuff like that happens. And I used that in a ton of shows too, and never had any incident with it. So it got its only battle scar from, you know, falling off of its stand sitting next to my teaching chair. Anyways, this one's a really, really unique model in that we think it's the only one that they ever made in Autumn Red Rise, because they made it for me after it was discontinued, that color. But this is the only one they ever made with a matching headstock as far as the 7-string. There might be a matching headstock 6-string out there. But for some reason, you know, guitars like that, even though they're gorgeous, they don't sell that well. You know, they always make guitars in white and black and red. Seems like those sell the best. And in any case, it was one that I saw and asked if they still had some paint available, so they were able to find the rest of the paint. Anyhow, that's 4 of my guitars right there. I appreciate you guys checking in. Let me see if there's any. Oh, have I ever played jumbo frets? I haven't, and wonder if there's noticeable differences versus regular frets. I mean, there is a noticeable difference in that you're not going to hit the fretboard as much. So if you are into wide vibrato, it might be good for you. Obviously, Yngwie has scalloped fretboard, and that makes it feel like jumbo frets. So he can easily do wide vibrato without dragging his finger across a physical fretboard. These are like medium jumbo, so that, you know, it's a very kind of, it's medium, let's put it that way. It's in the middle, right? But yeah, I love jumbo frets. I mean, I guess I have one here somewhere. Well, actually this one here, the Ibanez. I'll put that up close. There's your jumbo frets. So is there a huge difference between those mediums and these jumbo? Not really. I mean, but I prefer the jumbo over everything else. But I mean, my Majesty, those are not jumbo. Those are, I think, medium jumbo. And the Sir are a little bit bigger. Let's see. But I don't think you're going to be able to see the difference here. And those are jumbo frets, so. I've never really liked playing flat frets or really low profile frets. I had a Tele that had really low frets. Played that for about 9 years, and it was just a weird feel for me. But I do remember hitting the fretboard a lot, and it was just weird for me. But it's whatever floats your boat. So anyways, hey, I appreciate you guys checking this out and letting me chat with you for a moment. and giving me the feedback on whether or not you could hear me, see me, all that good stuff. Let me know if there's anything in particular you guys want to see in the future as far as videos. I do have some in the works right now, but I work a daytime job and film a lot in the evenings, so it's tough to fit it in sometimes given everything else that I've got to keep going. Have I played multi-scale? No, I haven't. I'd like to. It seems like I saw a Strandberg multi-scale, but I don't think I was able to pick it up. That might have been at Sweetwater. No, I'd like to try those out, for sure. The Kaizen is multi-scale, isn't it? I think it is. But honestly, I'd like to try the Kaizen 6-string. That, for whatever reason, it looks like the neck would be really, really fun to play. So, anyways, thanks guys for checking this out, and let me know if there's some live streams type stuff you'd like to see or standard videos, okay? I appreciate it. See you guys.